Welcome to the pregnancy episode. If you're hearing this, we can't do the podcast because we record this ahead of time and we have a child. And
Thomas,
Katie and I are still
we recorded
married.
this 3 years ago. No.
Just to be ready.
Or we're in the hospital having her.
You're pushing right now.
I could be.
You're on all. Here's a fun. You were saying you still want to learn some things about how it works, the process.
Well, yeah, and I thought, this episode is kind of about Katie, and I don't know how to talk to someone about to have a kid. I've never been through that, so
I'll start with a fun fact. Jake, what position do you think a woman gives birth in?
I'm going to answer that in two ways. One, I'm going to say reverse. I'm going to say reverse. It's second of all, I'm going to send you a picture that my dad sent me this week. Derek, did you get that text I just sent? I had this ready to go, actually. I didn't know you were going to ask this. But my dad said, we're trying out recliners. And then he sent me this picture. So I'm going to guess Katie gives birth in this position.
I'm already liking... What? That is a heck of a recliner, dude. Dude, I don't know. Dads love them like that, by the way. Mine had a recliner that I swore it was... He's like, you'd be like, hey, you should do an inversion chair or whatever. It's like, I have one. It's in my living room. Boom.
I mean, that's actually really good for your like blood flow and stuff.
It is.
To go to your head?
It was
pretty red in that one.
That's what you always That's what you always see in the movies and stuff.
His ankle's kind of
It's
white.
just like the stirrups.
Yeah.
But no, it makes sense. They do gravity. So a lot of times girls they'll like
in the
this.
tub, I've seen that. Well, not in person, but I've seen videos.
And so I'll be on the other end and she's
a
going,
lot of people a lot of people still give birth on their backs.
They do?
Yeah.
Were you pretty restless?
Rookie mode.
Because if you have an epidural that works,
that's like skiing
then
with
you
two
can't move that
skis.
well.
Katie slalomed it out. It's like there's levels to this ish.
And what is this position called?
The Katie.
Oh wow!
No, they said they've
realize.
never seen one do it before.
Oh yeah. They said I was an inventor there. I just was being really creative during
They kept telling her, slow down.
Yeah.
Doing it too fast.
You're innovating so quickly.
Yeah.
That's fun. Anyway, Katie, my dad, all good positions. Yeah, my mom texted me that. Said, we went furniture shopping today. Dad tried out this recliner. I said, I don't think you went to a furniture store. You went to a gynecologist.
Oh.
Like, how was that a recliner?
Did he get it?
Hopefully not. I don't think he needs to watch TV that way.
And I miss... Yeah, he couldn't even see the TV. You'd have to install it on the ceiling.
Dude, you know what I just noticed? A funny little note of this is he's got a tape measure on his chest. So he brought his own tape. I've never noticed that before.
Just to make sure.
He brought his own tape measure to the furniture store.
Just because they list the dimensions, but he's like,
Oh,
I don't trust it.
why don't I be the judge of that?
Why don't I be the judge?
That's funny.
What other questions do you have? 'Cause
So, yeah,
it is quite a process, and we want to educate any of the recties. And
Why don't I'm going to ask ChatGPT, how do I talk to a pregnant woman? And why don't we roll the intro music while ChatGPT gives me these results?
We got a great episode,
Okay.
guys. Give us 5 stars for Katie. She's pushing right now.
Cheers.
Roll music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
Hello, ChatGPT. I like to address him by name when I talk to him. Hello, Mr. GPT or Mrs. I'm doing a podcast with an expecting mother. What should we talk about? That was the prompt. For your podcast with an expecting mother,
Birthing person.
here are some thoughtful topics you can discuss. Katie, how has your experience been so far? Great question.
What a very specific question to my situation.
AI is awesome.
It has been a overall good experience so far.
Thank you. How are you preparing for the baby's arrival?
Oh boy.
This is bullet point 2 called preparations for the baby.
How much time do we have?
There's 8 bullet points.
There's a lot that has to get done.
Do you feel prepared?
Not yet.
We just had a convo where where she communicated to me in some way, shape, or form that she does not feel prepared. So that's a great question, ChatGPT.
Yes.
Well, there's a follow-up. Do you have, speaking of preparations, do you have any favorite baby products or tips for new moms?
Wow.
How did they know you already have a kid?
Yeah, that feels like they messed up on that question. Maybe they just meant maybe through pregnancy. I'll answer that way.
It's a great pregnancy product.
A great pregnancy product is Ben and Jerry's.
Okay. Great.
It's,
Awesome.
That's
it's
helpful.
kind of like a nightly medicine. It helps a lot.
How are you taking care of your physical and mental health during pregnancy?
Physical.
Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, physical. Getting enough calories.
Good.
Carrying around about a 25-pound weight most days.
Oh, where at?
Both on my hip and on my stomach.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
awesome.
getting pretty strong.
Dumbbells?
Well done.
Any prenatal classes, workouts, or relaxation techniques you found helpful? Got to reword it.
Just sleeping.
I do that relaxation technique as well.
This is really helpful.
No prenatal classes, huh?
You know, I did actually do one recently,
Here we go.
and it was prenatal yoga, and I that's the first time I'd ever done it. It wasn't that particular one wasn't for me.
Okay. What makes it for you and what makes it not for you? And what does the word natal mean? This is me now. This is not AI.
What does the word natal mean?
Like once you have Eva, are you postnatal?
Yes.
I don't hear that term very much.
Yeah, you're right. People don't talk about it, but yes, that's postnatal.
Trey,
So-
you can just head out if you want. Katie and I.
Yeah, right. Actually,
It doesn't involve you at all. So.
yeah, when you're done, just let me know. I also consulted ChatGPT.
What did you ask?
Are you done? I don't want to. Feels like we're on a roll there.
Yeah, we can stop.
I said, ChatGPT, can you give me 3 tips I can give a sad, tired, pregnant lady who is also beautiful?
And surprisingly, once a week, I'm like surprised that she's beautiful.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I like how she looks, and I am so surprised.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how to podcast with someone who just got a hair transplant, and then we'll see what that comes up with once we're done with this.
So I asked ChatGPT, and they said, here are 3 thoughtful tips to uplift and encourage a beautiful, tired, and pregnant friend.
Oh, a friend.
Oh, just a friend.
I said, well, keep in mind, she's more than just a friend. She's also keeping it tight. And ChatGPT said, well,
What?
here are some tailored tips for a beautiful, tired, and fit pregnant lady.
Oh, they're tailored because she's
Okay.
fit.
Honor your body's balance, Katie.
That's tough. How do you?
Staying active during pregnancy is awesome, but it's also okay to have days where the rest is best.
Wow, yours rhymed. Mine didn't rhyme.
Yeah.
Remind her that listening to her body is key, and balance between fitness and an active sex life is very healing.
Yeah, that's not what
You
it
did not
says.
type in.
Is that what,
What you said?
That's
You did.
crazy.
Not
dude.
what it says.
I disagree.
That is not what it says.
Fuel yourself with nourishing foods. Encourage her to fuel up with healthy, satisfying meals and snacks that not only support her fitness goals, but also give her energy. I love this. Is definitely a robot. Like, make sure you encourage her. I'm like, Katie, work in some broccoli in between those Ben and Jerry's. She'd be like, shut up. I will kill you. Balancing nutrition with treats can be a
Treats.
perfect way to stay feeling strong and cared for. Oh,
It almost kind of feels like
sentences
it makes
should
me,
never end with a preposition.
it kind of makes me feel like they're talking to me like
You're right.
Like I'm working out too much almost. Like you know you
Yeah, they're
need
really.
to,
Yeah,
you need to-
rest is best.
They're really tapped into the culture.
Yeah.
Mental health.
Yeah.
Rest is best. I don't know if you've worked with ChatGPT a lot, but they're wrong a lot. You can be like, well, sentences should never end with a preposition. They go, you're right.
Yeah, it's not a good sign when like a decent sized disclaimer at the bottom just says ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check info. Like they know. Like they're trying their best.
So they said, you're right. Here it is again without ending in prepositions. Then they ended another sentence with 4. And I said, you did it again. And they said, you're right again. And then they did it again. I'm done. All right.
I asked ChatGPT how to talk to you, and then once you start answering, then I responded again. I said, try again, but make it rhyme. So I was jealous. So might have asked you just a few questions that rhyme.
Katie.
Oh yeah, go for
Oh,
it.
sorry. This is a hair transplant. This is for you.
Oh, for me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Tell us about the day of the deed. Was it painless or tough indeed? It's the same word. Deed indeed. Do better.
Yeah,
GPT.
do better.
All right.
It was tough indeed.
Okay. What made you decide to give it a try? Was it just looks or a boost to the sky?
A boost to the sky.
What does that mean? Like a gift?
No, I'm a Christian. Yeah. Yes, I believe getting hair transplants is glorifying to God.
How did
and
it
embracing the way He made me.
How did it go?
Moving Him around.
Were there aches or a nap? Did you have to wear a healing cap? That one's better.
No healing cap. No nap either.
And no nap, indeed.
Indeed.
Did the results match what you knew, or were there surprises along the view?
See,
Honestly,
It's trying.
It sounds like a kid's book. It sounds like a kid's book that you read and you're kind of like,
It sounds like English as a second language.
you ever read
kids book.
where the wild things are?
Oh, back in the day. Not familiar with it now, though.
read it again
That's
now.
Really?
nonsensical.
Dumb.
Derek, do you read that to your girls at all?
I have not, so know
It,
nothing about it.
yeah, it doesn't really make sense. But
Did they make a movie about it or something? I'm just not remembering that. I don't know if anyone saw it.
I think they might have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a fun idea. What, I know you're over there typing. What are you cooking up over there?
I just wanted to wrap up with Katie. I said, I have a problem. My wife is 8 months plus pregnant and way too tired, but I am overwhelmingly attracted to her. And it says, here's some ways to handle this situation. Communicate openly. Gently share your feelings with your wife, but also be respectful to her needs. Find other ways to connect.
Groundbreaking.
If she's not feeling physical intimacy, focus on emotional closeness, cuddling, massage. Adjust expectations.
ChatGPT is pretty smart,
Pretty good, yeah.
honestly.
Stop trying. Maybe just talk to her in a month. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. No, I'm joking. No, people were saying last episode, they're like, Trey keeps cutting her off. He won't let her talk. But then sometimes I feel like, I know you're so tired that I'm like, I'm just going to help her out. That's what I'm doing. So I feel like I'm being nice. Do you feel like I cut you off? I just don't think I do. Oh, she got it.
She caught
Do you
it.
think I do, though?
Well, you can't. You're not letting me speak.
Good try, everybody.
Oh, classic. Okay, we have some fun content
Yep.
today. We're do some great Shell Chicken moment segments later. Y'all send in fan videos, but first, what should we start with?
You mentioned, ChatGPT talked about something giving thanks to the sky. I don't know,
Right.
whatever. I saw a video this morning of a pastor. Derek, I labeled it "Christians Need to Chill" on our document.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I said what I said.
yeah.
Christians need to chill sometimes. This guy really, I believe
I do love the caption when you realize you don't know how to preach, so you start making it up
Oh,
as you go.
Yep.
Hit the pulpit so hard, I've lost my notes. I've broken a bunch of these glass pulpits. These pulpits are for pansies, is what they're for. Come on, how many know we need a better pulpit, amen? I want to just chuck, I'll tell you what. We need a better pulpit. Can I get an amen?
Did I not shatter
Come on,
it up?
somebody. We need a better pulpit. That's a prophetic sign. God's going to raise up a stronger pulpit in America in 2024 and 2025.
Those 2
Break
years.
the pulpits that are weak and wimpy and won't prophesy the word of God. And raise up your prophets one more time. Raise up your prophets one more time. Hey, God's going to raise up prophetic voices all around the hit the pulpit.
So what was that?
You know what it reminded me of? It reminds me of when like you're like, at a comedy club or something, and the local comic is like supposed to do 10 and he's at 8. And he's like, this guy's got a weird hat on right here. What's this weird hat?
Weird hat guy. Can I get a name in for the weird hat?
What is this guy? What is he, gay? What is this weird hat? And you're like, what is he talking about? What?
In strong, dude. In strong.
He did. It felt like he was like, oh shit, I got 8 more minutes out of this pulpit. Throw it.
I'm gonna focus
that was
on the
a nice
pulpit
detail. 2024 and 2025. 26 to crapshoot. I don't know.
I feel like it didn't matter.
4 more years,
what
2
he
years.
was
I'm all
saying.
confident in.
He could have been saying anything. He has a crescendo that he knows that he just is like, it doesn't matter what I'm
It's
saying.
a template. Yeah.
I'm just gonna build it up and
My time watching it just then, I noticed there's a piano player in the background who probably started off just playing like pads. Like, I'm just going to
Yeah.
play C over and over again. It's like, oh, we're doing this.
Yeah,
now
we're
I
doing
got to
it.
like accompany. We're doing the pulpit thing. I got to really go.
he like threw it. His like staff is like, come on, I know we gotta actually buy a new one.
It's a glass pulpit. It's dangerous.
It's a great trend of the pastors just just yelling. Like I saw a funny TikTok where like great acting equals yelling.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some
Leo gets criticized for that.
Compelling stuff where they're like, this guy's performance was amazing. And he's just like screaming really, really hard. And you're like, wow.
Talented screamer.
And it's amazing the effect that just shouting has where people go, wow, that guy's talent. That's a talented communicator. That guy right there, so many pastors just start screaming and yelling and taking deep breaths. This pulpit right here. We're going to take it up in 21, 25, and 26. And we're...
Amen.
You start yelling, and then people are like, wow.
I've heard people, this is going to sound like I'm joking, but I have heard people say, like, people who don't even speak German, if you listen to a Hitler speech, your like heart rate goes up. It's probably just because he's screaming and he's on meth at the time.
I watched
That's
the Hitler
why.
doc when I was
And
quarantined
you
with
know what
COVID.
he's
Yeah, and
to
maybe
the
you know
world.
kind of a general idea of what he's probably
But
saying.
it's unbelievable how long a guy like Hitler, even some of these pastors, hour long, they'll yell for an hour. Yeah. And that's amazing in and of itself. But that is kind of the key. You just got to...
It's just crazy. Like this pastor who just yells for a living, probably spitting some, well, who knows? But he was a little boy at one point. He was like a dorky middle school. When did he become like a crazy screaming pastor? Like, when do you make that shift? Like, I'm going to be this guy now.
You're so manly. You're like, this is inanimate objects for freaking losers. I give them too much manly for this. This table. Throw this table, dude.
And this table is going to be an American table in 2024. I don't even know what he meant.
I really don't know what he meant either, honestly. Was he making some sort of
saying
the pulpit is
It's
like
like
the
this
president?
pulpit's lame. Get rid of this pulpit. You know what?
Yeah, was it an election?
Maybe
thing?
that was God prophesying that America's lame.
America's
and me
weak.
throwing it is how he's gonna throw America into stronger foundation again in the next 18 months.
One of this comments says you couldn't pry that amen out of me.
Yeah, you're
Sitting
just
there,
back.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it.
I would if I kind of like started to get a little like scared if my pastor started doing them. I'm kind of like, okay.
Why are you yelling?
Yeah, if it seems
I
like
can hear you.
if it seems like you're making like an improvised decision on stage, I don't want my pastor doing that. You know,
Yeah.
whether it's crowd work, whether it's throwing pulpits, like I need to have a plan and
Read
stick
the
to it.
notes.
Yeah, to go with this is your job. You had all week to prepare.
And you probably did it in front of some of your staff, or at least they read the notes, so we like know that it's good.
You never screamed about the pulpit.
Yeah.
This isn't the plan.
Anyway,
Well,
Christmas Eve chill.
well, yeah, I hope he keeps at it. We'll keep an eye on him. Unhinged Christians is the account it posted.
oh, that's funny.
That is funny. Shout out that meme page.
Yeah.
Get me on there. Okay, Rexy sent this in. Again, you can send us in your anything and everything at our website, treyking.com/correct opinions. So a nice forum Family Man Derek made. And this is an account. Idaho. There's a prison in Idaho where they're posting clips of guys who are just trying to be like, yo, I need a pen pal.
Okay, great.
So, yeah, that's
Wow.
awesome.
They have a lot of followers.
Katie, you ever? I feel like some ladies like this. Do you ever feel like you've had a little, you're like, oh, bad boy? Like you saw a guy in prison, you're like, oh, what do you do?
Ooh, I kind of like that.
I could fix him. I could go to visitation and then.
If he is so deep that he's in prison, nah, it's all.
Okay, but like a little bit of a record, you're fine.
I don't even know if I.
What if-
I don't even know if I want a record.
What if we were 6 months in, really having a good time, falling in love? I was like, I've been arrested 3 times.
For what?
What would it be?
One time you were just like,
Loitering.
yep.
I'm not even sure what that means.
You committed loitery.
Yeah, I won the loitering. Voyeurism.
Warriorism?
Voyeurism.
Warriorism would be sick.
Voyeurism? What is that?
So this is important. Yeah, that'd be like she's like I don't even want to look that up. It's too confusing, and you would accept me. Loitering, voyeurism, and
Technically public indecency, but you're just peeing outside of like a bar.
indecency. Yeah, I just classic guy like just
an
peed
alley, it was
outside.
dark.
Who cares?
How old are you?
I peed outside on the monkey bars one time after dark as a 25-year-old.
I'm questioning now.
Okay. It's a
okay.
step backwards. Okay, now we know.
Now we know. Let's see what these guys are up to. I want to watch a couple, and then maybe let's watch. Just pick a random one, Derek, and then we're gonna guess why he's in there.
Oh, they have that information available?
Oh yeah. Well,
It does it.
yeah.
It
says
it
his
in
whole
the
name.
caption.
Oh, does
Okay,
it
I
say-
won't look. I won't look.
don't
I won't
I
look.
accidentally looked,
Okay.
But
I haven't looked. I'm going to
they
stare at
haven't
him.
looked, but for the next one, I just won't look. Okay, here we go.
Jake can guess this one because he didn't look.
I'm staring right
Hey,
at
what's
him.
up? So, a little bit about myself. I'm 26 years old. I'm Hispanic. I got some time to do, so I'm really just looking for some cool people who I can chop it up with, you know, catch a vibe with, get to know, laugh with, joke
I got
with.
it.
I love listening to all types of music. I love sports. I love being outside. I'm a Raiders fan, so don't hate up on us.
Ooh, that changes things.
And I'm the type of person who's not knock it before I try, so don't knock me before you try me
Yeah, it
out.
wasn't
What's
it
up?
was a
Hit
bit
me up.
redundant.
He's
I'm trying to show you these roses.
Hispanic
real
in
quick.
prison. Also, shocker, I'm a Raiders fan.
Go Raiders.
Damn it. I can't turn
It'll
around
be
very well.
like,
Hold on, I
I was
wanna-
raised Mormon. Go Jazz.
I'm going to guess that last guy.
He seemed kind of chill.
I liked him.
He loved being outside, which is a bummer.
They get some time outside usually.
Listens to all
How
types
do you
of
know?
music.
Did you used to date one?
Yeah, my last pen pal told me.
He said he's looking for someone to chop it up with. Clue.
Yeah.
Guess what he's in there for? Too much chopping it up.
Oh,
Stab a guy.
Oh, stabbing guy.
Several
I thought we were
times.
dismembered. I went a way darker version. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Stabbing a guy now. So what's the charge? To death or
No. Three stab wounds. Was charged for manslaughter. Is in there for 7 years.
attempted manslaughter?
Successfully attempted manslaughter.
Oh,
He killed someone.
he killed someone. He stabbed. How do you stab someone 3 times and get a manslaughter charge?
Because
and
they
I want-
survived.
So he.
I have a sports marketing degree, so I'm trying my best here.
No, let's stay with it. I'm not, let's be confident. He stabbed a guy to death 3 times.
No, not to death.
Not
Stabbed him
to
3
death.
times. Yeah.
3 times manslaughter.
He only got
Attempted.
manslaughter. He probably should have got attempted murder, though, now that I think
Okay,
about it.
manslaughter.
7 years.
The first manslaughter. No one died.
Yep. It was
Derek,
gang related, so they let him off easy.
what is it, Derek?
Second-degree murder.
2nd-degree murder. That's pretty good.
I backtracked.
Okay,
know.
Katie Stern. Make sure you don't read it. Bring up the next guy. Katie Stern. This is really fun. We should play. You should like bring this up at parties. If you're ever chilling at a dinner party and it gets a little boring, you're like, you guys ever seen Idaho Inmate Penthouse? All right,
I'll hide it.
here we go, Katie. Katie's good at reading guys.
Oh, wow, it looked like that thing froze for a second. I only got 30 seconds. Look, I get out in about a month, so it's just hard in here. Look, there's nothing but dudes. If you see this, please, just send a picture, of a beautiful woman. Send a message. Tell me about yourself. I promise it won't be boring. Thank you.
Didn't use all 30 seconds. It gets out in a month?
Gets out in a month, so
That was a little aggressive. I get out soon. Send a picture or else. What do you think?
Promise it'll be
really
fun.
likes the ladies.
That's
Is
good.
that a clue?
Yep.
He gets out in a month, so maybe he hasn't been in there for very long. I have no idea how long sentences are for any sort
He's
of crime.
29 years old.
Okay.
29.
Raiders fan.
So maximum he could have been in there is like 11 years if he got it in at 18. That helps me 0.
Yep. The math is.
That was great math.
yeah,
That was
math is
quick.
there. Yeah. Nothing.
Mom
Yeah.
brain, no effect.
Instantly, you had that.
27 times 3.
He
He has like 3 first names in his name.
Oh, okay. John Jacob Jingle.
he
This
drunk
The-
drove
Drunk,
drunk drove.
and
Okay.
hit another car.
You know why I pulled you
Oh.
over?
And
Drunk drove.
He drunk drove and
And
he
they died. He killed someone.
From drunk
So that's
droving.
manslaughter. Did he hit them and then get out and stab them? Is that manslaughter? Or?
No.
Jake just hears manslaughter and he's just takes it too literally.
You have to
literally.
slaughter 'em.
them. Yeah. That's the name, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Drunk drive. DUI
yeah,
or
but he-
DWI. Still don't know the difference.
Yeah,
but
there's a
they're-
difference.
I
Drunk
don't
drove.
know. I don't know. Or is it just a
And he hit another
synonym.
car.
okay?
Okay.
DUI hit another car.
Possession of a controlled substance with the intent to deliver.
Drug dealer. Okay. My turn. One more time.
Intent
I'm
to
so
I
deliver.
knew
excited.
that he wasn't a intentionally violent person.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I
You
kinda
did
got
know
that
that.
vibe.
You knew that. You knew the subtraction.
If he accidentally hurt someone, it was an accident from his own decisions.
Yes. Okay. Trey's turn. So excited.
My name's Anthony, 29. I'm from Washington, and I'm looking for somebody to talk to. Somebody to write, call, take my mind out of this place a little bit. If you're interested, let me know. Can't wait to talk to you.
Okay. Didn't get to know much about him.
Didn't get to know much about him, but he had a vibe that was gentle.
Yeah.
Intelligent, dare I say.
He kind of had the haircut of like the bad guy in Air Bud. Remember that? The clown.
Right? Okay. Which is a crime in and of itself. I'm going to go, this guy's 29. He's young. He didn't say anything about how, he didn't say he'll be here a while or get out soon. So I'm going to say maybe he's got a few years to serve.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a possession of firearm and brandishing a weapon. Prevent illegal firearms and brandishing. Is that the word?
I think you nailed it.
Scrouching.
Scrouching?
He actually got arrested for scratching.
That's it.
All right.
May have been related to the last guy because he was in possession of controlled substance, not delivering, but he had it.
He's a
They're
buyer.
friends.
Yeah.
He had a, let's be honest, I didn't want to just steal yours, but that guy had weed written all over him and drugs.
Is it
Pretty chill guy.
Weed's
mean,
chill now. I don't know.
It took me so long to answer because I honestly couldn't think.
I
of
was struggling to think
why
of any
you
other
go to
crime
prison.
besides murder.
What is a felony? I don't even know.
None of these guys struck you as white collar criminals? I noticed no one chose tax evasion.
He was check kiting. It's an advanced white collar crime.
What is that?
I don't know that word. It
You don't
sounds
know
like a
that?
sport I would do.
I don't
on
know
a
that. I don't
cruise.
know what that is at all.
Yeah, what?
If that was an excursion I could do in the Bahamas, I would do it. That sounds awesome. Hey, we're going chick kiting. The weather's great.
Check kiting is a type of check fraud that involves writing checks from accounts with insufficient funds to cover the check amounts.
Oh,
Oh.
got it.
The goal is to make it look like the account balance is higher than it actually is, so the checks can clear that would otherwise bounce. Genius.
Did
Who
you
writes
learn
checks
that
anymore?
in college
I
during
read
your
a
finance?
book once.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned that. That's how I passed my finance degree.
Yeah, that's makes sense.
Nice. Smart.
Okay, let's keep it moving. Guess what happens next? It's gonna be a fun segment. Try to guess what happens next.
yeah. So, yeah, it's just a wild video. Derek, I guess I'll just click on that, and every like 5 seconds or so, I'll just tell you to pause it and have Trey and Katie guess what they think is
It's
going
a
to happen
fun
next.
game.
Yeah.
What's the Thomas update?
She had to get him out.
She what?
Where was he?
He was gone.
He's gone. She could see him clearly on our new Harbor sleep monitor. It was a fun announcement. Real quick, as Derek's gonna load it up. I am a ambassador and investor in a new baby sleep monitor company.
Patreon heard it first. Haha.
Oh yeah, they did. Thanks. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, Harbor. It's by this time it's announced and whatnot. So go check it out. And it really for the Derek, what do you use?
Some Amazon.
Those guys
monitor.
suck.
What an idiot, bad dad. Yeah, if you don't use Harbor, you're a bad parent. No, we're gonna get you one, Derek. I'm not kidding.
right.
We're gonna get you one. Does yours does it always work? Be totally honest. Does it always work?
No, not at all. We did some remodeling of our house yesterday, and router got unplugged. My wife spent an hour trying to get it all back together. It sucked.
Oh.
So this Harbor has a lot of cool stuff down the road with like they're gonna do. Well, I think they're starting to offer it already, but it's like a remote night nanny. You ever heard of a night nanny, night nurse? I hadn't heard of this until we had a kid on the way.
nurse.
But some people, and it's kind of a rich person thing because it's like several hundred bucks per night.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I had some guy I was working with in LA be like, dude, you got to do a night nurse. I'm like, Katie, have you ever heard of this? She's like, yeah, but it's kind of, and you
It's
basically
only legal in Vegas.
Yeah, you you hire just an in-house nanny who watches your kid all night so you can sleep.
Great.
And again, you have to be. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
We didn't do it, but now they're trying to do this remote one. So it's like instead of $300 a night, it's $20 a night, and someone remotely watches your kid.
That's nice.
And it's not like someone's there, but the idea is someone you can trust is watching and will only wake you up if you really need to.
But it's like bad.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Harbor.
first and foremost, it just every monitor we've ever used, like they work 95% of the time. But the other night, our VTech, it's just like lost connection. So in the middle of the night, it's just going beep, 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 beep. So Katie has to wake up and go, and like read. And that's so annoying.
And you can't see Thomas.
And this works with Wi-Fi, without Wi-Fi, both.
That's nice.
App on the phone, 10-inch. I'm a salesman, dude. I'm pumped about it. It's working great.
Yeah.
Harbor.
Anywho, guess what
Harbor.
happens next?
That's fun.
For the
That's very
parents.
exciting.
Dude, speaking of parents too, as I keep going, I did a story yesterday. Got a lot of love. It's
That
a
was
fun.
great.
Yeah, it's a fun. It's fun when you enter these new worlds, and like, you first get married and you find yourself. You see another married guy sitting in a Target, and you're just like, yeah,
I get it, man.
this is what we do now, right? And then now we had a toddler, and we started. Thomas is in a good spot where he's really good at sitting in his high chair and eating. So once a week we'll have to eat. It just makes life easy. It's a 5:30 dinner. You go to a nice family-friendly place, and you just see different tables.
Just all
Of toddler
toddlers
parents.
and all toddlers and parents.
I saw yesterday this family of 3 looked like mom took toddler to the bathroom. It's about 5:40, and dad was just sitting there sipping whiskey neat,
Oh my gosh,
just
I
kind
didn't
of
see
staring
that.
ahead. Huh? You didn't see that?
didn't see that.
And I was like, I just want to go over and be like, you deserve it, Dad.
It'll be all right.
You deserve it.
You'll get through. You always do.
It's hump day, man. You just finished a nice meal at 5:15. You're doing
Also,
you're gonna be asleep by 8 p.m. on that pace.
if there's any child psychologists out here, Thomas, he's not like the best eater in the world, but he's not a horrible eater. But when you go out to eat, he will eat anything.
Yeah, that's partially why we're doing it
Interesting.
too. Because
It's so weird.
what I heard one of my friends, they say like at home our kid won't eat anything, but at daycare she just eats whatever they give her. So I have you experienced that with your
Is there
kids,
some
Derek?
like
Yeah, Claire, our second one, she'll eat anything at daycare.
So I don't know if it's like they're just distracted
or
and they
like
don't really
the peer pressure?
I was gonna say
they're
peer
like-
pressure, maybe.
pressure, or if they feel kind of like, you get around people that aren't your parents, you maybe want to impress some, like
Our
feel
kids
like
also
you're,
never get in trouble at daycare, and at home, I mean, we had to punish a little bit. It's like,
Yeah.
why can't we get that treatment? So maybe it's the same thing. Something like,
anyway. He just
I think Thomas last night was genuinely trying to impress that waitress.
dude, I was proud. He had
He's
that
a
dog.
performer.
He had that
Yeah.
dog in him,
He
man.
was-
Some girl kept walking by, kind of being real like smile to him, and he
Was obsessed
he
with
was
her.
like locked, looking around, going.
He
I was like, okay,
The Rizzler.
okay,
He
raise her
he
up.
stood up in his high chair to like get her attention. I mean, he was locked in.
He knows what he likes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Derek, I want you to click on this video and immediately pause it. Okay, we're going to start the game
yep.
immediately. All right. All right. So this is the first frame of the video.
Okay.
Try to guess what happens next.
Oh, easy.
It's just one.
Surprise. That's his girlfriend right there. She hasn't seen him in months, and it's a surprise.
like
I'm
come up
back
more.
from, based on his body type stuff, maybe Cirque du Soleil on a cruise or something. He's like, I'm back, and he proposes.
What a guess.
Thank you.
Okay, Katie, anything? You know what? Trey's guess is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a light
I don't
performer.
think I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'll do that.
You press play. Correct answer is take his shirt off
Well, he's been doing the circus
and
for
flex.
a while.
Now pause.
Oh.
Yeah. Now
Oh, wait.
what happens next?
Are those
Are
those
Are they
children? They look younger
so this
than
is
I
like
thought.
3 pretty young looking Indian girls.
Okay.
What happens next as this man is with his shirt off flexing in front of them?
I think it says on his chest.
It says Cirque du Soleil performer.
It says
I'm not getting off that.
you ever had yellow curry?
Okay.
Because he looks a bit pale,
I
and maybe
think-
it's a weird
It's
play.
suggestive. Yeah.
I think he's proposing. It says, "Will you marry me?"
Okay.
Okay. Katie was close.
Oh.
She proposes to him, kind of.
Wait.
She bows
Pause.
to him.
Now,
Is she missing an?
yes. So
She's one arm.
I forgot to say pause sooner. The next part is that she only has one arm. Okay. What happens next?
I'm running out of ideas.
He is now going to.
Wait, is he Middle Eastern too?
I don't know his
Actually,
race.
He's in great shape.
What country Cirque du
Nice
Soleil are
lats.
you in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Simple enough. Is he like this or does he not like this? That she has one arm?
He
Likes this.
he fist bumps like yes.
Okay.
He's
only
now
one.
going to pray for her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
He's a missionary.
He hates that she only has one arm.
Oh, he kind of was like, wait, one arm, and he.
Yeah.
Was that the whole video?
No.
Okay,
no.
okay.
All right,
so
you keep
like
playing.
Just one arm, so he's gonna try the other girl.
Tries the other girl. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, now pause.
He
Is
takes away a girl.
Taking her?
I will give you $1 million if you guess what happens next.
He's gonna come back with her arm he's just removed, slaughtered, if you will, and present it to her to complete her.
Honestly,
In his mind, I think she's a complete person, but
your Cirque du Soleil guess from earlier would have been great right here.
oh,
You may
some stunts.
you may play, Derek.
Trapeze.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like her either.
she
Sorry, I
hits
forgot
her.
about that.
What?
Oh,
We've got a flip.
Oh, he's
this
gonna.
is some weird Indian Darman
Yeah.
video.
Now pause.
Oh.
All right,
Wipes her
so
tears.
he's wiping her tears. I think there's one more scene left. Do you have any ideas what he will do after this?
This guy.
I think Mr. Beast shows up.
It says double it, give it to the next person. Double her arms, give her 2.
This guy's gonna fight the other guy.
Okay, first guy comes back. Okay,
It's a good guess.
correct answer was more acrobatic.
More. Oh, he's a b-boy, breakdancing.
Oh.
And they're in love.
And they fall in love just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, she had an arm the whole time, and now he's like, score. Dude, I thought she was hiding an arm. I thought she was hiding it. What an That's actually like so horrible. It's
I
basically
think
like he's
culturally
like, "Hey, I
didn't
love you.
translate.
You have one arm." She's like, "I actually have 2." He's like, "Oh, thank God."
Oh, I was doing it. Well, that guy's filming me, so I thought I would dance in front of you. But this is great, actually. Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, I've never seen a video like this in my life, where I've been so on my, just on the tips of my toes the whole time. I didn't know what was coming next.
You know, that really is a crazy issue we have today with like our algorithms and rewarding like retention and like what gets you to click on something. And we have this has 1 million likes because everyone who watches this is like, wait, I have to keep watching. What's happening? Why is that Indian guy's pretty jacked?
2 arms.
She has 1 arm. She has 2 arms. He's breakdancing. It is just some weird like
That other guy
It's like
stole
saying to
the other
AI
girl.
like make an exciting video.
We'll figure
And
it
it's
out.
some weird. This is like a dream you had last night. We're like, babe, I had the weirdest dream.
There were
She's
these
like,
girls.
what happened? I was like, I was in India,
In the end, she did have a second arm.
and I don't know. I flexed on a girl, and I was jacked.
Do you think
But she had 1 arm, and so I and then her friend hit her, and then a guy started breakdancing.
Yeah,
I
the
think
wiping
Ray
her
Gun
hit
was
her?
there.
The friend hit her. That was
Yeah.
like
And
weird.
And then she regenerated an arm. I don't know if that's an Indian thing or
Is that what karma is? I don't understand how it works.
was
Reincarnation?
Was the whole video, I guess, mostly about his dancing? Was that the like showcase?
That's the
part?
beautiful thing about art. It's open interpretation. Is the dancing that won her over? Is it his kindness? Is it when he wiped her eyes? Is it that he wasn't jacked?
beautiful.
I thought it was kind of fun. I was like, this seems like a Darman type thing. Like, maybe you'll learn your lesson how to treat people. But the comments are really upset at the Indian people. But I thought it was nice.
Yeah, come on. We're not gonna. It's not like all Indian people make content like this.
The caption says, love with your heart, not your body. And then it rattles off some hashtags. Here's another aspect of guess what comes next. Hashtag Instagram. Smart. Hashtag viral. Worked. Hashtag real Instagram. Okay. And then the last one is hashtag
India rage bait.
candy.
Oh, who doesn't like candy?
Everybody likes candy.
Dude, did you hear something come out recently? They were like Instagram or someone admit, or I think Instagram. The guy was like, "Yeah, hashtags don't really do anything."
Yeah, the guy in charge of Instagram.
I'll never forget my whole career on social media. I have never hashtagged because I'm like I can't possibly conceive how this would help my content.
Yeah, like I don't know if I want a follower who's scrolling a hashtag. What strange behavior.
Yeah, who scrolls hashtags?
Nobody.
I don't want them following my content
It feels like
anyway.
it was just a weird thing that it was like kind of a thing early Twitter and Vine.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you know what? I'm going to scroll hashtag comedy and have a time of my life. And that went away quickly. And it's like, I remember
Babe, what should we watch tonight? Well, let's see. We could do Seinfeld's great. We could do this.
Stranger
I'm in
Things,
the mood for something
everyone's
funny
talking
though.
What hashtag LOL?
What if we just ripped hashtag comedy on Instagram for
That'd be good.
a couple hours?
Yeah, like I remember Gary Vee would be like, "Use hashtag. Why don't you hashtag? You're wasting your time." I was like, "I'm not gonna do the hashtag. I can't. How would this work?" That reminds me of a weird story back in the day. I knew of a buddy of mine who's an influencer, and he was paying a guy like thousands of dollars a month because this guy was like, "I've got this whole system where we hack into the algorithm and like hashtag the right things. We should get you all these views."
Oh.
And I remember talking with the guy and I was just like, I just don't buy it at all. And yeah, my buddy would get like crazy views, but you would scroll and it's just like bots.
Oh, interesting. Like the
And
comments
it
were
would,
bots?
It'd be like 3 million views on a video and it'd get him no followers.
Oh.
And I was like, it was those
I don't
early
know if I
days
want
where it
this.
probably helped him with some brand deals because people were so clueless. But weird. No hashtags for me. You heard it here first and last.
There's so many people in the pickleball content creator community. I'm sure we're all familiar with that
Hashtag pickle, hashtag ball,
ecosystem.
hashtag-
No, just everyone has like bot followers. I think they're all trying to like, it's all competitive. Everyone's just trying to get more and more followers. I'm like, that can't be good for your
No.
engagement because then the
People
algorithm
are
thinks,
still buying followers.
oh yeah, everyone does.
Can you
Really?
still?
I should say
this
everyone.
used to be a funny little prank buddies used to do because you can. Surely it's changed now, but I can just enter in Triplet Jake 10,000 followers, and then the bots would just follow you.
Yeah, I could still
Can
do
you
that.
still do that?
Yeah, you can.
You don't just screw someone over. I just
Yeah, I
thought it'd be
know.
funny. It'd be like it's some random buddy, and he'd have 23,000 followers because the group like got together and just paid $100 for it. They'd be like, "Why don't?" And then people just assume like, "Why'd you buy followers?" Like I didn't buy.
I was
them.
a
I did
prank.
not know you could do that.
I've never once did that. Just so you know, everyone's done it.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt you more. It's gonna help you.
Yeah, but that's why you see all these. Although like a brand has an account and they have 100,000 followers and 12 likes, like all right,
You're like, yeah, you're
on.
Swiffer. No one is gonna follow
It's
you to
fine.
see that. Yeah, we know.
I'm still shocked. We do brand deals. People pay us to make entertaining videos. I'm still shocked when I watch the Olympics or something, or even still like a brand's Instagram that like. Why aren't there's a million influencer kids now who are like kind of funny and entertaining? Like, why would you not just make your content more fun to watch?
Yeah, or like, why are you
Or a
still trying to do this
commercial.
in house? Like, pay people to make you good content. Have that be your whole thing. So many brands are so stale and
I don't
trying
get
their
it.
best.
Katie, how you doing over there?
I just realized I'm not sure I can take my rings off. My fingers are a little swollen.
Do you constantly just kind of make sure you can take them
I
off?
constantly am kind of like, should I wear them? Should I
Yeah.
not?
Be a bad boy.
A little cold plunge and some baby oil, maybe.
Yeah, I need to. I'm just gonna sit like this the rest of the podcast. Let that,
I get my dad's
Praise him.
recliner.
yeah, let the swelling go away.
Praise him.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually doing.
Little
over here.
sermon. You can do a sermon about that. This finger's swelling up just like the sin in this country.
2024, 2025.
2025. That's a prophesy from the Lord.
Too much
Yeah.
swelling.
Boom, preaching. Let's get to some segments. It's been a second since we did a little bit of.
It's been a second.
This I had to do this segment here because someone sent in and said their first date was at a Hooters.
What a subject line for an email. Or a book.
Oh, that was a video submission, wasn't it?
Yes.
So I'm gonna read off a couple, then we're gonna listen to that.
Okay.
So, again, very excited. This person, Addie, wrote in. What's up, Addie? She said, when I was 16, I failed the written exam of my driver's license test 3 times.
The written?
The written one.
Seems...
Because I didn't know what a pedestrian was. I thought a pedestrian was a specific ethnicity of the Asian descent.
No
Oh my
way.
gosh.
She's like, I don't know. My grandpa said to not stop for pedestrians.
So I just, based on the other stuff he was saying,
So any questions like, do you yield to pedestrians crossing the road? I would answer no.
why would I
I
stop?
feel confident I got the answer right, thinking it was a trick question. Can you imagine you're taking a test like, how do you parallel park? You like this? And like, by the way, do you invite Asians into your car randomly? Like, no, right? Well, like,
That's kind of odd, but
it's like strange. Yeah.
Easy
Not
question.
going to get me there. I thought to myself, obviously, I'm not going to yield to only Asians.
It's
I'm
trying
gonna
to.
yell to everyone.
It's trying to corner me. It's trying to blackmail me. No.
Oh my gosh.
Come to find out, that's not what a pedestrian is. I was actually trying to be inclusive and not offend anyone. Needless to say, I ran away crying from the DMV with no license until the next year.
Ooh.
3 times. Did they not tell you?
I was gonna say,
You're like, you keep messing up the pedestrian ones, and you're like, well,
do
I'm
you,
sorry. Are you stop anti-Asian hate?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I know it is funny because, like, yeah, at what point? I guess they don't tell you which ones you got wrong. I guess not.
Maybe not. Yeah, she has no idea.
Funny to think pedestrian.
All right, pedestrian. What part of Asia Minor is that? 'Cause I feel like it's Azerbaijan and it's Kazakhstan and then there's pedestrian. I think.
But to give her the benefit of the doubt, it's like that is a word that we just commonly use. But like as a child, I mean, what? It's not like anyone's
Pedestrian.
like. It's not like.
What does
it's
she
not
think like a traffic violation is? What does she think that is? Like a sexual orientation or something? Like, no, I don't.
I mean, maybe she got thrown off by the PED prefix. You know, most of the time that's not a good thing. You know, pedo.
Yeah, that's
Philia is what I'm.
PEDs, illegal drugs.
Yep. Performance enhancing drugs.
Pedantics. Let me just look up what that means one more time. Dude, how annoying is that? Pedantic. Like a pedant.
Why do they do that?
Come on. Pedant? Pedant. It can't be pedant. That doesn't sound right. Pedant. Person who's extremely concerned with minor details.
Oh, I'm
See?
Like that.
The minor. Oh.
Uh-huh.
It's Latin. That's how the language works. Okay, Addie. Thanks. I hope
Minor
you're
things.
on the road these days.
I'm sure
Appreciate
you're doing
it.
great. Don't let them
Sure
in your
you're
car.
Doing great. Okay, let's get to another shelter kid moment. Do you have the video ready,
Yeah.
Derek? Okay, hold on. I'm going to do this one from Evan.
Great.
He writes in, he says, I was born in 2008. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah,
Recession
young.
baby.
And I am partially sheltered. I was mainly sheltered from technology and the internet, but somehow on my Kindle Fire as a 9-year-old, I got YouTube. That's what's tricky. I mean, you never know. You're like,
Don't
Kindle,
do
just
fire.
read. I liked football, and so I would watch football. I have a fun fact, though. I remember real quick, it was like in high school or something. It was like, okay, no social media, but I had the Bible app. And I found out, like, through the Bible app, you can navigate to, like, their help section and then, like, ask us, and then, like, ask us on Twitter. And then I was on Twitter through the Bible app. So you really can't give your...
What?
Yeah. You can't give your kids a piece
We're
of technology.
desperate.
Well, I was like, wow, you can really...
Yeah, he wanted to see the hashtags.
Through almost any app, you can, like, somehow get to, like, the internet through the app. Like
They
on
have
Instagram.
a browser within it. It's fun. The Bible app.
Not to do anything weird, okay?
Hashtag
Sports
funny.
guy. Hashtag funny. Hashtag funny. I was just wasting time.
Yeah.
I liked football, and so I would watch football commentary and reaction videos. Well, apparently my favorite channel used a lot of profanity, such as the F, S, and B words. Some time goes by, and we were playing football at a family reunion. He's 9 years old. I love where this is going. I thought this was a great time to use some of the football words I saw. So when my brother caught the pass, I threw to him. I screamed, "Good S word, B word."
That's a
Good
celebration right there.
Mr. 9-year-old, let's just say I didn't get to watch YouTube for a few years. That's amazing.
Kindle
dude.
Fire, man.
That's
He's thinking
'Cause
like,
it's of the devil.
I mean, my uncles are around. They're football guys. They're gonna
like this.
I got this locked and loaded. Finally throw a touchdown. Good-ish, B. That's so funny.
He used it correctly.
how hilarious too. I mean, that's one of those where like as a parent you have to laugh, and then you're kind of like, okay, but how did this happen?
Right. Then the whole family's like, "What's happening in y'all's
Yeah.
house?" Like, we gave him a Kindle,
I got
and
him a
now
book.
he's cusses like a sailor.
I don't know.
Books he reading. All right, one more, Emily, because these are too good. Emily wrote in as a shelter kid moment. As a homeschooled kid, I was definitely sheltered, and the thing that takes the cake on being the most sheltered was a group I was part of that was a Girl Scout alternative. Oh, I like this already. Called Keepers at Home.
Okay.
Essentially,
This is Butker's
Yeah.
favorite organization.
I drafted Butker in my fantasy group. It's always a fun one. The homeroom goes, okay.
Statement pick.
Statement.
I feel like keepers at home is kind of like a play on words, like keep her at home.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
Essentially, we earned badges just like regular Girl Scouts, but for things like baking, child rearing, and ironing.
Child rearing? Mm-hmm. Quite the badge.
Don't overthink it. It was essentially teaching us how to become perfect little homemakers. I loved it as a kid because I got to see my friends, which was rare. I came to this unscathed somehow, and it was great. Side note, my husband is also sheltered and attended PCC.
Oh.
That's the real deal. We got to get down to PCC, man. Sell some tickets. Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know it was such a big hub down there because I almost did a show in Pensacola. I was like, I don't know, we've done enough shows. Maybe we could pop off down there.
PCC.
Let's have a bunch of girls in skirts.
You have a residency down there.
Ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said, yeah, they had so many rules, like a strict lights out policy, and could get an automatic fail on a test if it was discovered that they studied after this time.
Huh.
So people would study and write papers in the bathroom. That's dedication.
They had to write papers for it?
What?
This is his college now.
College.
She talked about
college.
keepers at home.
It's okay.
Then she said, my husband
Mom
went to
brain.
PCC.
I did kind of go fast. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was like, this is an intense thing.
Yeah.
These girls are writing papers.
Let's
for
hear this.
How to get your essay badge.
I'm going to hear about the Hooters. We got some fan videos. Let's get to a few and hear from fan videos.
I'm excited.
Hi, Trey, Jake, Family Man Derek, Katie, Thomas, and baby girl Eva.
Wow.
I am a day one correct opinions and do less God bless listener. First time sending anything in. But I wanted to say something when y'all were talking about Hooters last week or the week before about going in there as a sheltered kid because I grew up in the church and I went on my first date ever at a Hooters. Went with someone who was not a member of the church.
Yep.
But he was 16. He was so cool. I was 14.
Whoa.
And so we went in there, and I promise I did not look up from my menu the entire time we were there. I was so uncomfortable. Didn't make eye contact with him. Didn't make eye contact with the waitresses the entire time. It was a very traumatizing experience for me. But I just wanted to be cool. I thought everybody went on their first date to Hooters. And so, I mean, like how scary first dates are just in general if you go to an Olive Garden, but you throw going into a Hooters and it is like absolutely horrifying.
Yes.
And then the real fun kicker with that is that as uncomfortable as that date was, we still dated for 4 months after that. So anyways, just wanted to give y'all a laugh today. Thanks for the podcast. Love it. Love y'all. Good luck, Katie, with baby Eva. Pray for a safe delivery. Keep up the good work. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I was
going to Hooters.
I was nervous she was going to say, and the funny thing is he's my husband.
He's my husband.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
I
cool.
work at Hooters now.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
Now wear these orange shorts.
it almost feels like before she said that they continued to date, it kind of felt like I was like, oh, did he like prank her? Like he was like, I'm going to take this little church girl to Hooters.
Yeah.
That's funny. That would be funny.
That is not funny.
Yeah, it would be.
That's something that would have happened to me.
That's funny. She said she was scared. Imagine being the poor waitress who has to put on her outfit. She's like, all right, what creepy guy's coming in here? And it's two children. One girl who's like, I'll have chicken nuggets. She's like, am I allowed to wait on them? What's happening?
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. What do you need?
Honey. Just don't look up.
That's all around. That's so sad. Yeah. Just your first date ever as a girl. And what did her parents think? Did they know beforehand? That's such a
my
bummer.
first date, my parents like knew where I was going.
Yeah.
Well, how did she? I guess he was 16. He picked her up or
her
something.
up.
He knows what a
Yeah.
pedestrian is. He's driving.
Maybe again. Some parents are so sheltered. Maybe her Amish mom just dropped her at Hooters. She's like, oh,
She
cool,
knew
like
it.
owls.
Cool. Yeah, owls.
When I was little, they always emphasized the O's and the logo, so I thought it was a donut shop. And so I would always ask my parents. It was on our way to church. We'd pass by Hooters. So like, can we go to Hooters before church? And they would just like laugh at me.
They
I was
just
like,
thought,
Why are they always laughing?
yeah, I was like, okay, or after church. I don't care.
Please.
It sounds good. And they'd always laugh at me, and I never knew why for years.
Please get
that's
some
funny.
Hooters donut. Or some beignets.
Hooters, little milk.
Cream-filled.
Come on, that'd be good.
Come on. Okay, then we have one more fan video.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got here? We got Jonathan.
All right.
Thomas. So anyway, there's a lot of love out there for you guys. Hey, Thomas. So anyway, there's a lot of love out there for you guys. I'm pretty sick of it, to be honest. So I thought I'd give you guys a little roast. So here we go. Let's see, who should we start with?
This is gonna be good.
Katie, your feet are so big that they could probably eat the whole internet. Boom, roasted.
Wow.
Jake, you love
Wow.
pickleball so much you'd marry it. Derek, you love your family so much you'd probably take him to Disney World, you big lug. What a great guy. Who we got left? Oh yeah, Trey. Why can't you say your INGs? Like seriously.
Don't hurt my feelings, dude.
I didn't know that I was stronger and better than you in every way. I used to watch your videos and think, oh, he's just being funny. He's just making fun of, I don't know, the character he's doing. And
Why
then
are
I
you
heard
doing
you
so
actually
much?
talk, and I said, what? This man. Oh my word. It's ridiculous. So anyway, love the podcast. It's so good. Keep it up. Give me a break.
It seemed like he had some beef with you and not the rest of us.
Can you imagine someone wrote in like legit hated us?
Hey, just wanted to roast you guys. And yeah, it was really
Stupid
mean.
podcast. What he said? I don't say my INGs.
I've heard people criticize you saying literally, but I've never heard your INGs. I feel like I'm probably worse at that than you are.
Honestly, I have no idea what he's talking about.
You talk so fast. I feel like you just don't finish words sometimes.
This freaking guy.
This freaking guy. This freaking guy.
You
What's
say
he-
IN
What's he
a
talking?
lot.
What's he talking about? What's he talking about?
You do a lot of INs.
Talking
I
about
feel like that's how we all do it in Missouri. What's he talking about?
Southern boy.
Who you know what? It's a cornball move to really pronounce the IAG. What will we be having this?
What are we having? What are we having?
Yeah.
Having?
How are
I don't
things
know what he's
going?
talking about. Talking Lily. Lily.
Lily.
That's bad.
That one you have
Yeah.
a problem.
That's a problem. Do I keep saying that? Do I say that word a lot still, or have I toned it down?
No, I haven't noticed
No,
it.
you
Thanks.
haven't.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
So,
I have not been
happy?
noticing it.
Noticing
So
it.
just to be clear, to solve that language issue, you just stop using the word. You didn't fix it.
That seems like a pretty easy workaround.
Yeah, I just failed. I just gave up.
It's too hard.
Just wanted to clarify.
It's too hard. I keep literally.
I will not be trying
I
that.
say the word too much anyway.
Oh, I see. You just kind of were. I feel like.
Legitimately.
Do you guys get on like word trends? I definitely do that. I haven't done it in a while, but I will fixate on a word and kind of use it way too much. And he's like, all right.
Yeah, I have to remind her. I'm like, we're fixed. Katie likes to. She's not a real. She's an engineer, numbers girl. She's not creative with her language all that much. So she'll just kind of be like,
she gets one.
Just get locked in on.
One time I got locked in on the word aggressive.
Oh, everything was
aggressive.
aggressive. I was like, please stop. It's
Like
really
the
aggressive.
taste of food was aggressive.
Yeah.
Everything, yeah, things that are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
This email's aggressive and my hair is aggressive.
I'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
what about this? Like this throw pillow because we're trying to buy one. She'd be like, that's like really aggressive. I'm like, stop saying that.
Find a new adjective.
That was big, and then we had to do she would say that's true instead of just like, yeah,
Sounds good.
sounds good. Yeah, it was every single word I ever said to her. She'd be like, that's true.
You want to have salmon tonight? That's true.
That's true. Or she would, if she's such a people pleaser, she'd say like, we should go out to eat. I'd be like, well, we went out to eat last night. We have leftovers. She'd go, that's true. It was almost like she'd be just like, oh yeah, what I said was a complete lie and what you said is true. I'm like, I don't like that. Just what do you want?
That's true.
That's true. All right, Katie. Well, as we sign off, because you are
Having
a
baby.
or tearing or recovering, you're away. So what do you like to say to everyone? Directees are waiting with bated breath.
Well, I have no idea what that means, but
That's true.
The breath is baited.
It's
yeah,
aggressive
that's true.
phrase.
That's an aggressive phrase, yeah. That I won't see you guys for a few weeks.
Feels like every time I've been asking a question, you have to like restart.
What do I want to say to the listeners on the podcast?
And you're like filibustering. Just speak from the heart. You feel like you need a nap.
It kind of feels like right now my brain is just blank. And so when you ask me a question, it really has to fill up first.
That sounds like kind of an amazing feeling, though. Is it kind of nice to just be off?
It's an old work truck. You got to let it sit for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
You ask a question, it has to turn back on.
Yeah, that's
so I kind of just say random things until.
That's what you want in a podcast co-host. Just let her start up again.
2 comedians and 1 person who has to restart their brain every
Give
5
5
minutes.
Okay, you back? All right, she's on fire, all cinders. What would you like to say to the recties?
I'll see you guys in a few weeks.
Oh, that's what Trey had just said before that. All right.
Love you guys. Like, subscribe. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Probably without Katie.
Yeah.
Correct opinion.